by that same upper force, by that same system of one of us, of all of us together, we reached a state where we discovered between us David, King David. In other words, he was a great Kabbalist. He was a person that discovered all of Israel, and that's why he's called a king. Not because he controlled everyone, but precisely because he serves everyone. He's raising everyone up. He's directing everyone toward the connection. And when he discovered this entire system from the point of view of Israel, everything that Israel has to go through in its corrections of its mutual ego, dividing it, to transform it, those bad forces, conflicting opposite forces, that we will transform them to good. When he went through this entire process in the revelation of the evil inclination and in its correction to reach the good force, he wrote things to the upper force, also about the evil inclination in him, what he needs to do, and also from the good force in him. Because to the extent that he's desiring to get closer to nature, even though he doesn't have forces, but he wants it to happen, in that he's inviting upon himself the light that redeems us, that corrects his ego, the bad force. I created the evil inclination and a spice. It's that same force that comes. If I want to connect, if I want to realize love of others, if I want to reach love thy neighbor as thyself, which is the greatest law in the Torah, and in that manner, he put it together, Tehillim. That's why the book of Psalms, that's why it includes all kinds of situations that a person could go through, anyone, and all of us together in all kinds of situations. In 150 songs that he wrote in this book, we can find ourselves always in each and every song or poem, we can find ourselves and we really feel that it touches our heart. It touches our soul. And it has nothing to do with if he's religious or secular, understands, doesn't understand, he's in the field, or he still doesn't understand anything. He has some point from which he belongs to some general system, to the upper force, which determines his destiny and his process in life. So actually, every song from the book of Psalms awakens in him some connection. Therefore, these songs are so special. It's sort of an inner special program that connects us to nature, to the upper force that manages us. And if we read it and we want from within us to be in that same process that King David went through, then we reach a force that is pulling us toward that same upper situations, lofty situations, where we reach love of others. This force is part of that pulling force that advances us, that's called the Mashiach, pulling us, that's called the Messiah, the Son of David. And that's why we see that the book of Psalms is so special, and that in all our situations, it really saves us. if I have some reason, and even if I don't have a reason, even if I'm just in a neutral situation, not here, not there, I don't have anything missing, and I don't have anything that I want to give thanks for, but just in general, I just open it and begin to read, I already feel that something's awakening in me, because I'm in that system. I'm a part of that system. And then in these words, there's always some reaction from my heart to connect with the upper force, meaning with the general system that I belong to.